They should give a countdown, like 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody, it is time. It's crunch time, baby, with Brian and
Clifford.
You know what? You don't match. I mean, it's very what is it? Like balanced, I guess. I'm up here, you're down there, right in the middle. Boom.
I gotta work into it. I can't just be like, what's up, guys? You know, like I'm like, okay, like when I'm dialed back, it's Clifford. And when I'm like excited, it's Cliffy. Yeah, like I'm calling a dog.
Yeah, I'm all fake. I'm just like, hey everybody, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, how's it going in the front row over there, you know?
Welcome everybody to the show. Thank you for joining us once again. Podcast is going great. This is our 4th episode, technically, episode 3, because we had an episode 0. And we're having some fun. You having fun?
Yeah, I'm having a blast, man. It's hot as hell out, and I'm working on stuff. And I just came back from group therapy, and we did a vision board. This is mine.
Nice.
It's a lot to unpack there.
Hold on. Can we make you the big one? There we go. Spirit of value creation, money game, candy, improving breath, and party's over. Very interesting.
And then there's Dua Lipa in the corner.
Of course, just kind of hanging out.
Yeah, because she's awesome. But yeah, it was like you get a bunch of adults like sitting on the floor, like cutting shit. At first, they're all like, "This is going to be lame," and then you're sitting there like, "No, give me the dog. I want that." You know, what do you have over there? Like, and then where's the glue? And turns out Elmer's glue still sucks.
Are you sure you didn't go to the wrong class?
Like, no, it was. I mean, they got to break you down like your children in order to rebuild you better, faster, stronger, wetter.
Gotcha. If I'm in a super good mood today, we're recording this on Wednesday, May 20th, and last night was one of the best Knicks victories in NBA history.
Yeah, I saw that. The Knicks actually came back from behind, or
22 down in the 4th quarter, and they won. It was for those sports fans out there. I'm a huge Knicks fan my entire life, so I'm very, very excited. 7 to go.
I was sitting in the kitchen, like, and it was trending, and I was like, and then I checked your socials. I was like, how come Brian hasn't posted about this yet?
Because I was too busy whacking off after the game.
No, good for you. Beat him and eat him.
Yes. Speaking of which, that's terrible intro. Let's bring it up. We have an awesome guest today, a good friend of both of ours. And she is like, I call the godmother of the indie game scene here in Raleigh. We're going to bring her in here. Let's give a big round of applause for Briles, everybody.
That applause. That's set up. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Is that your dog on cue?
That's Evie. She's the old one. She gets a pass.
That's okay. That's all good. How you doing? Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
This is gonna be fun. You and Cliff. Tell how you and Cliff met. Let's bring that up real quick.
Okay, so it's probably different for both of us because Cliff lived an entire life before, like, I met him in high school. I went to a Giant Bomb book signing, and.
Wait, hold on. Time out. Do you know I grew up with Vinny Caravella from Giant Bomb, one of the founders. Yeah, he like one of my brother's best friends, lived like 3 blocks from me, and I didn't realize he was doing that until like afterwards. I'm like, wait, he goes, yeah, we chatted out at my brother's wedding or something about it. But yeah, he good friends like my whole life. I didn't even realize
that is the most mafia name I've heard in a long time.
Vinny Caravella.
Yeah, it sounds like a delicious Italian dish. I'll have the Vinny Caravella. Extra awesome, gravy on that.
He's great, by the way. But yeah.
So I don't remember this, so I hope I was not. I hope I wasn't an asshole.
No, we had set you up to be. We were like, oh, he's on the Something Awful forums, so he must know the secret question to the Something Awful forums. And I don't know if you remember what it was, but like,
are there stairs in your house?
Yeah, are there stairs in your house? And we asked you if there were stairs in your house, and you didn't know the answer. And we were like,
I do know the answer.
Yeah, but I know what's the answer.
Yeah, I am protected.
I am protected. Yeah, we're really hoping.
I have no idea what this is. What is going on?
Old internet forum. It was like,
I mean, something awful walked. Yes. So e-bombs and 4chan and the terrible internet we have now can run and fall on its face.
I feel like Reddit is like the spiritual successor to Something Awful.
I do remember. Okay, I do kind of remember that.
Yeah, and they had like Jeff K and all those like skits that they would do. But anyway, it was like, but we just met you then, and we got like the book sign and meet you, and it was just like high school, like, yes, we did it. And then again at Epic, we worked at Epic. We had a little bit of an overlap, but it wasn't until I would go to cons and I would see you in my Gears armor and you would buy me whatever I wanted to drink. And it was at the time Crown Royal and Mountain Dew. And you were like, what a gamer drink to get. And you're like, all right, get her what she wants. But I would see you consistently at bars. And then turns out you lived here. And then I remember the moment you would give me your phone number and I was like, oh my God, I've got his phone number. And then you were texting me when I was at my cousin's house on the way to Dragon Con and you made a Ronda Rousey joke and you were like, oh, did I go too far? And I was like, hell no, brother. I was just trying to be polite. And then I think we were friends after that. And then I started hanging out with y'all. And then I got to know Lauren, and Lauren is amazing. So hilarious.
She's all right.
Yeah, so it's kind of.
Yeah, was I talking about how Rhonda is so awesome and badass that I just wanted to I wanted to hook up with her and then have her beat me up or something?
Yes, while you beat him and eat him.
Yeah, well, flash. She's got callbacks already. Yeah, so flash forward to I'm at I think it was like TwitchCon, and she had or Comic-Con. She's like launching like her own comic, and I got to meet her, and she was really cool, but she was like pregnant as fuck.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying.
And I walked up, I was like, Rhonda, oh my God, I love you. You're great. How far along are you? And then of course, I was like, can I touch your belly? Because you don't just do the whole like walk up, baby. She's like, just randomly touch a woman. And she's like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, she totally could have kicked my ass.
Did the baby kick? She was like, huh.
Yeah, the baby's like, get out of here, weirdo. Because
like,
do you want to tell the story about the party, Stephanie?
Oh, which party?
The Ronda Rousey party. My memory is fuzzy on that.
Too much Crown Royal and fucking Code Red Mountain Dew, whatever you said.
Do you remember? So we all learned that Ronda, she loves Pokemon and she loves Pikachu, and this is when she was actually it was her fight to Holly Holm, the infamous one, and we had a big old party. We're downstairs, get the big old TV, got the pay-per-view. Yep, and then I actually got like a standee life size of Rhonda.
That's in your gym now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I saw that.
Little motivation.
And then we're all like, yeah, Rhonda, and then just like Rhonda just got totally dumpstered. Then we're all we're slowly taking off our hats, like
tough win. Yeah.
So, and then she did that fight with Gina Carano recently, which was a totally I don't trust MMA and boxing these days. I think it's all just totally fixed. All that Jake Paul.
I think many things are.
They just get a payday, and it's like, oof. I'll take a payday to get punched in the face. I'll take $5 million.
Right?
Come on.
Right.
Or
not
Jake, Logan Paul.
Yeah, people used to say like, would you let Tyson punch you for like $10 million? It's like, no, because I'll be dead.
You'd be dead.
I couldn't spend it. So,
yeah, you're soft noggin. Out.
But it opened like a farm fresh egg.
Yeah, it really would.
But think about your kids, man.
I know, that's true.
Well, they would be set for life, really.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on their financial manager.
Yeah. Now we met. I forget how we even met. Like I feel like we became best friends instantly.
It was an instant connection. Yeah. It was you went. I went to one of Cliff's shows.
Okay.
Or we went to go see a comedy show. We were there. Maybe it was the Retro Bits night. Oh, I think y'all had invited me out to do the Nope Challenge thing.
The first Retro Bits, was that it? I thought I knew you before that.
Well, we had gone to lunch at that place next to Good Nights. Remember, we were all sitting in that booth together.
No, was I there?
Yeah, because that's
yes. Around that was after his first show.
Yes. Ever. Okay. So that's when I was like, oh, this guy's pretty funny.
Gotcha. I get that a lot. All right.
Oh, it's because you laughed at my jokes, really.
Yes,
I was like, oh, he's really funny.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love it. Whoa, my goodness. So, I was because I'm a big when people ask me what are you playing, sometimes I kind of roll my eyes because I'm like, I'm not playing Call of Duty, I'm not playing Zelda, I'm playing indie games. And that's how I think when you started talking about that.
Yes, you were into it. I was working on Cylinder.
Yes, which I bought because of you. It's fun, and it's like, but like indie games is my jam, are my jams, and that is like would you say your life calling is promoting and loving and getting the word out about indie games. Tell us like how that start. Tell us about your background of gaming and how it turned into like I'm going to really focus on indies if you want. Whatever you want to tell us.
My mom gave me the controller, the Nintendo controller, when I was like 5, and maybe probably less than 5 because we were still in Clayton, and I remember the house vaguely. But she would hand me the controller at the Zelda bosses because I was good at solving puzzles, and so I would figure out how to beat the bosses, and that's my first ever memory of gaming. And then I got into Tetris, and then I got my Super Nintendo. It was like my dad, the Briles family, are mechanics, and then I got a Nintendo, an SNES in 1993, and a toolbox. And so you could see the path that I took, and it was games.
You must choose. I love that.
Yeah, I wish I had done more mechanic stuff.
67 Mustang on video games. Choose wisely.
And now look, 30 years later, we have Car Mechanic Simulator. Look at that.
Yeah.
So we have that game. Yeah.
But then I just got into gaming, like all the Nintendo consoles, and then I wanted the PlayStation, and I wanted Final Fantasy. I found Final Fantasy 8, and I was like, oh my god, what is this? The numbers, my brain. And then Halo, and then DDR, and then I had enough consoles to run my own gaming events at my house. My mom would let me take over Dad would probably just go somewhere. He would play Virtua Fighter a little bit. He liked Vanessa. Yeah, he'd play Vanessa. He's like, I don't understand why you're so good. Every day I try it, and you're just so good. And I'm like, what? But and Mom really loves Zelda and Tetris. And she was always like, when we got the Nintendo 64, she was like, Ocarina of Time, no one touches it until I beat it. Wow. But then she'd be like, here, you can do the bosses. And so I got to play anyway. But so I would run these gaming get-togethers when we were little. We called GGTs, and all my friends would come over, and one room would be DDR, one room would be like the PlayStation, one room would be Halo Land.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really fun. Yeah. And then I wanted to work at a place called On Cue, which was movies and games. And I thought I was going to be a movie director, but then I worked at Premieres Video, but then I got lucky and got Rhino Video Games, which is like a secondhand and like a store trying to compete with like EB Games and GameStop. Then they shut down after a year, and I immediately got picked up by GameStop. I did that and then cosplay for like 6 years, and then landed a QA job at Epic Games. Oh my gosh. I had to quit right then. The manager was like, if it were anywhere else, I'd be upset. Right. You better bring back a dev for a midnight opening. And I did. Yeah. And then with the cosplay stuff, I was cosplaying Sam from Gears of War. And it was my first armor ever. And so I was able to do stuff with Epic with like the armor. And then I got to do midnight openings with the armor. And then I left Epic in 2016. But I had my first taste of indie with a game called Battle Sloths.
Oh, I remember that. You were plugging the hell out of that one.
Yeah, that was the first time I had worked on a game and was like, hey, here's this feedback. Here are these ideas. I think this, that. And they were like, oh, that's great. We'll get right on that. It's amazing. Your ideas are amazing. You should be our community manager, social media. I was like, what? I had like a whole spreadsheet to argue with you for days over this, and they just did it. And then we got to have fun, and then after that, I was like, oh, it's over. But I actually left game dev. Before that, I worked at Puny Human. Mm-hmm. And that was another company that I learned a lot. I learned about Discord, and I learned about indie studios, and we contracted under many different studios. So I was learning how many hats indie devs had to wear.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that you weren't really a big fan, but you can say as little or as much as you want.
Yeah, it's game dev is hard. Working with people is hard. Mm-hmm. But in the end, like, I was able to host a Christmas party for the indies because I was like, they need to know what it looks like, because Epic had these like amazing parties that they would treat everybody to. Well, the employees do, but I got lucky. Someone invited me one time, and I was like, the indies need to know this. And so we did a Christmas party at Puny Human, which was awesome. And then I was like, there's so many indie studios here. We could do an indie showcase event. And then Oak City Indie Games was born in 2019. Then pandemic hit. And then I left game dev. I started doing social media work for like cosplay girlies. And then I learned social media. And then I came back to TX. And then that's pretty much where everything picked up again. I started doing indie stuff.
Tell us about TX, the Triangle Interactive Arts Collective, which is that's your baby, would you say? Did you formed that? Did you create it yourself or?
I didn't. It was created
it was
by.
already done. Okay.
Yeah, it was already created. Yeah, Michael, Vince, and Kirk, they got together and they created TIAC. It's a nonprofit and it's here to like help game devs find a way into the industry. It's a way to help them, like indie devs, just anyone. All the knowledge that I've like gone through the years, I came to this group and I saw all these minds and these creatives. And I was like, oh my gosh, y'all are doing exactly what I want to help people do.
I was so like pleasantly surprised when I found out when you told me about it, and I went to that first playtest night that I went to, and I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. It's just there was like 20, 30 devs there just showing their games. Some are a few months in, some are a few years in, all different levels, all different stages of progress. And it was so cool getting to play them. They're so open to feedback. They want their games to be good, and they don't mind showing it off.
I wasn't invited.
Dude,
you're always invited.
They would lose their mind if
they
Cliffy
would lose their fucking shit, dude.
Yeah. I'd show up like Alec Baldwin and Glenn Ross.
Just show up and be like, "This sucks. This sucks." Put a chainsaw gun in this volleyball
don't
game.
be so pedantic. Oh, actually, that's a pretty good idea.
Right?
It'd be hard to balance that on sand, especially if it's beach volleyball. And then you could license played with the boys.
You should just come in. You just do the most ridiculous ideas. You know, you should do this instead. Just be like, "Well, yo, Cliffy's crazy."
In hindsight, somebody making a game called Battle Sloths. It's like with the entire game, I never got around to playing it. But would it have been in slow motion? Like I don't know.
Oh, so no, it was like kind of like Sloth Vision, where it was sped up. They all had like speed, so it was like super fast, and it's four corner. Do you ever play Choo Choo Rocket?
Oh yeah, back in the day.
It's kind of like that four corner style, and then everyone has weapons everywhere, and you just want to try and either steal other people's pizza or kill them and take their pizza. But you run over the map and you get pizza and you bring it back to your corner.
Okay.
And first person to get up full pie.
I tell people like if you want, like AAA games are great. Obviously, God of War is great. Last of Us is great. Blah blah blah.
Right, of course, cinematic experiences.
Right, but if you want something unique and different and fun and funny or sad or bizarre as fuck, you go to an indie game. Just buy an indie game because that's what they are. And that's where all the risks are being taken, I think.
Yeah.
I always joke how a lot of indie devs must be super sad because there are some sad as hell indie games.
We're just really poor.
They use the game to tell their story, and I love it. You know what I mean? Like, it's really funny to see.
Well, they make it personal, and they're melancholy.
Yeah.
Well, seriously, dude, that's what made Gears different because it's a shooter, but the story's awesome, and like it's not like Call of Duty. No one cares about the Call of Duty story. I don't think. Like I couldn't tell you who's who, what's what in all 15 iterations of Call of Duty. Gears, people know that story.
Zombies.
Yeah, but who cares, right? Like, see what I mean? Like, if you have a shooter, and you combine that, that's a really cool thing. It's hard to do, but.
Indie games indie developers have nothing to lose, literally.
Yeah, that too.
So
well, besides all their money.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
it's like passion, I guess.
I saw a story about an indie game that looked really cool, and the developers spent all their money and all their time making it, and then it went to the bottom of the Steam, like you know how they have like the front page and all that, because there was actually a bug in Steam, and it totally screwed them. Like they're just like their really cool game just never got seen. Just heartbreaking shit.
I've seen indie studios go under for so many different reasons. It's a lottery every time.
Yeah,
that's why I like the nonprofit is like let me help you.
Yeah, and there's so many indies being released every day. It seems like it's hard.
Yes, and now that all the layoffs have happened, there will be more.
Yeah.
Thank goodness we have a showcase event to help everybody get seen.
and when is that? You can go to triangleinteractivearts.org, by the way. And Oak City Indie Games, October 24th. I did it last year. I was there doing some stuff. It was so fun.
The Retro Bits thing live was so good.
So we could talk about the regular Retro Bits in a second because we were all there. But the one we did last year at Oak City, you had the current devs either bring a game they used to work on or they currently work on, a game that there's just like a joke game they made, and we would just riff on them. Me and my friend Shane. It was really fun, and we had the dev next to us cracking jokes, and it was a very, very, very good time.
It was the most packed panel that we had that day.
Yeah. But
that's the next level of Retro Bits, right? Like take the game and riff on it in front of the developer.
Yes.
Yeah. Cliff, if you want to come next year, you have an invitation to any of my events for real. I can just tell you when.
We had a very fun retro bits last week down here in Raleigh, which is my video game comedy show where we riff on bad video games.
Or good ones.
We had,
Like,
I mean,
almost
they
the
were.
best.
Don't say cat.
They were mostly bad.
Catwoman is not a good game. Catwoman for GBA is not a good game.
I mean, when your expectations are here and it goes here, you're like, oh my god! It's like the whole like you're so hungry. This saltine cracker is the tastiest thing.
I'm gonna have
like there was
that puzzle. I didn't solve that puzzle, and I was
yeah.
hoping to solve the puzzle. And it was like
the Britney Spears slider puzzle. Like there's sometimes where I get it wrong. I think Cliff, remember Baby Boomer, that one game, like the light gun game?
Yeah, you had to eat the milk or whatever.
Right. So like I thought it was terrible, and it is terrible, but we got into it the last time we played it last year. The whole crowd was going nuts, all taking turns. Like that was a very fun.
But there's this one like random like dude who shows up every time, and there's always some random game where there's no way you can beat it, and he's a nice guy, but it's like he's the actually guy.
I saw his. I think he does like a stream, and like his stream is very lit. Like he
really.
Yeah, Raleigh Retro Gamers had reposted it the other day.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my god, this guy's locked in.
He knew how to beat the first level of Bebe's Kids, which nobody knows how.
He was like the uppercut, duh.
I was like, how the fuck do we do the uppercut?
It's
like I didn't know.
LR up to like who thinks of that? Why not just push X?
Well, we used to have to. We used to have to figure games out.
But there's no moves in Bebe's Kids. I don't know why they made it way too difficult.
Our hands were hurting from mashing that piece of shit controller. Brian, I will buy a better controller for this.
No, that's the fun of it. That's the fun of it.
That's part of the experience.
Yes.
The suffering.
Your hand must hurt.
I'm like stretching. Like, do I have to play it again? Like the Britney's dance beat where it's just A. And then I made my favorite joke of the night where I'm like, at least you can play it one-handed.
Yeah. We should have like handed the controller. Each person presses A. Just hand the controller.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like actually play through the game, unlock more songs.
I'll do it.
So we can play more maybe in a couple of months out of retro bits. That'd be fun.
Don't do that to me.
Don't do that. I shouldn't.
That's all the more reason to.
One of the big gaming news this week is Xbox is now Xbox. Which is. I mean, look, as a PlayStation fanboy, I think this is the silliest pivot they've done. They've messed up a lot of stuff the past decade. This is the silliest thing to try to stay relevant, I think. What are your thoughts? I mean, Cliff, you're an Xbox guy. What do you?
I mean, I wouldn't call me an Xbox guy.
Don't call me that.
Please, Mr. Xbox was my father.
Please.
A doctor.
Call me Xbox.
I'm a whore for any platform.
Sure.
But it just feels like Microsoft has lost a lot of the core Xbox fans. I think going multi-platforms was an interesting strategy, but I think it ultimately kind of bit them in the ass. And so now they're like, come back. You remember, member berries, right? Like, oh, remember our logo used to be all it looked like a piece of candy you'd want to eat, and remember, like the logo was all caps before, like, and they're like, yes, it needs to be all caps, and I'm not going to use pronouns. Like, okay, you do you, sir, ma'am, Tuesday, whatever. And I sent Brian some design docs for some stuff that I'm considering doing. And he's like, you used a template of an Xbox controller? Dude, nobody plays Xbox anymore. I was like, oh, shit.
It said press X. I was or whatever. I was like, dude, how come not triangle or circle? What are you talking about?
Yeah. Lighter black.
The time came to play Pragmata, and I didn't feel like buying a Switch 2 yet. And I was like, oh, I can just get it on my PC. And then I have my controller with it, and I unplugged my headphones. And I was like, is this just gonna? And I plugged it in, and it actually fucking worked. I was like, oh my God, it's a Christmas miracle.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Pragmata is fucking awesome. I have notes, but yeah. So I think Xbox is backpedaling hard, and I'm dying to see what they show for Gears in the early June showcase. I think it's going to be very interesting, and all the Gears fans are like, "What do you think? What do you think?" I'm like, I'm gonna be honest, dude. I'll say what I think. I'm talking to Tom Bissell, who wrote Gears 4 and 5, and curious to see what he's going to say. And the world is watching. What the fuck's going on with Halo, too? Like, what's Halo been up to?
Oh, Halo. Oh, my gosh.
Hold on.
Lauren is inviting me to play Repo.
Right now? Doesn't she know what you're doing?
Right now.
Cliff, yell up the stairs.
Say hi, Lauren.
Hold on.
She's on the podcast!
He takes his headphones off but leaves the mic. That's so funny.
Well, hey, Steph, real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick, I had dinner with Demond the other night, and Demond is the man. We love him. And I was talking about like repo and are we there yet and all that. And apparently the term that people are using for these games is friend slop.
Friend slop. Yeah, they're friend slop games. So speaking of like indie games that are really good, dude, when Lethal Company came out, it changed the landscape of gaming again. It was like, oh, so now you've got Landfall made content warning, and then we got, I can't remember the devs for Repo. And then after that, these other games started like kind of the same, like Peak. Peak is Aggro Crab and Landfall, and they made Land Crab, and then they made Peak, and Peak is like one of the best indie games ever.
Weren't you playing that at the girl LAN party?
I was playing it almost all of last year.
Now, do you need a friend to play that with? Because I don't have any.
So I will play with you.
Okay.
And we don't have to be friends because it makes the experience even better. You can like help somebody up the mountain. And on April Fools, they didn't change anything except for what the action does. And it kicks your friends off the mountain instead of helping them up.
Oh that's
it was hilarious.
But
that game, that's friend slop. It's games that you can play like kind of, and there's also Burglin Gnomes.
Yeah, Burglin Gnomes.
And each game has this like gimmick that makes it funny and fun and unpredictable. And so every single time you play, you have a completely different experience. Yeah. I even like interviewed one of my friends in Peak. I wish I had time to do another one because I called it Peak Cast.
Nice.
And it's like kind of like Hot Ones because the game is trying to kill you the whole time. So I'd ask a question and they'd like taken away by a tornado.
I like that.
That was like when
I'm gonna try it. Okay.
During COVID, Gary Whitta wound up doing this thing called Animal Talking, where he turned Animal Crossing into like a mini talk show.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, did you end the interview on the Peak game by just kicking the dude off the mountain? Because that's
that would be funny. That would be funny. But all of them it's good for content creation because it's like all these friend slop games simulate a couch co-op experience.
Yes.
Because there's proximity chat, and then you can see each other talking and animating, and it is fun to watch. So anyone streaming, even if you're dead or if you're playing, it's just so fun to watch your friends do it because it's like an experience.
My friend Mark Brady, who's a comic, very good comic here in Raleigh, he does Hummies VR. That's his thing. You ever see that? It's hysterical. But they go into VR in a game, but then just like talk and do silly things with each other, and that's kind of like the whole point. It's great, but this seems like similar as far as like talking in a game and just doing funny dumb stuff is great. I love it. Yeah.
There's someone who made a sitcom out of Peak. It's funny.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'll show you the world.
Yeah.
I'll show you both.
It's
I
funny.
love to play Peak with y'all.
Lauren plays, I think it's Our Creators, where it's one of those like, with Prox chat, like, are you friendly? Are you not? Are you friendly? Are you not? And she meets new people, and her first question is, if you eat a papaya, do you shave it or do you eat it with the hair?
Oh.
And people are like, what the fuck? And like she tries to do the whole friend thing. She's got like Brie or you with her, and it's like the second they can detect that it's like a woman, they're like, die, motherfuckers, And I'm like, 99% of the time it doesn't end well.
When I played Counter-Strike with Lauren, we were talking about this the other day. I got hit with the R word. I was like, oh my gosh, Counter-Strike's.
Yeah, no, it's coming back in full force everywhere online. It's like, dude, really?
Stop it. Take any word.
The more you tell somebody they can't say something, the more they want to say it.
Yeah. Now, Cliff, can we backtrack a second? I want to get your thoughts on the Gears stuff. Like, let's get real for a second. How do you feel about the Gears? Or if you don't want to talk about it, it's fine. But can we talk?
No, that's fine.
Like, yeah, I know it's like we've talked about it one-on-one, but on the podcast, I think people want to know what are your thoughts about it? Kind of making a comeback and the new ones coming and all this stuff, the anniversary, like what are because you're not involved anymore, which people think is crazy and so do I. But what is give us your thoughts or some ideas about it.
I think 4 and 5 leaned too hard into now it's the younger, more progressive crowd. And I think the internet was like, yeah, fuck you. And there's some interesting things there in regards to, who's Kate, what's her lineage, all that stuff. I did not like the Swarm. I thought they were just kind of generic. I played through 4 and I played half of 5, and I can't really recall any of the enemies from the Swarm. No offense. And the kids didn't want to fight robots. It's no problem in Pragmata because that's the entire point of the game is robots gone wild. I'm like, Diana, hack that motherfucker. Brrr, shotgun, blah, blah, blah. Hopefully got to finish that tonight. And the thing is there's so much with Gears where they could have gone in interesting directions, and I wrote like a 2.5, 3-pager on my public Facebook, and the response was 90% just, wow, that would have been really interesting. And I'm like, you know, whatever, it is what it is, because at the core of it all, make each game about something on like the next level. You know, they double down on Kate's lineage being of Locust origin. That's cool. But there's just so much more that they could have gone in the direction. And I think, you know, they're kind of doing a bit of a reset by doing E-Day. Yeah. And, you know, when in doubt, if you've been painted yourself into a corner narrative wise or anything wise, same thing with Marvel and DC, you know, go back to basics of giving the people what they fucking want, you know?
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome.
And it's funny, Lauren and I, we started watching the new season of The Terror, The Devil in Silver, which is actually really good, about a guy who's stuck in this insane asylum against his will and what's behind the silver door, and, you know, is he drugged up or is it creatures? It's really, really good. And we watched season 1 about a bunch of guys kind of like, you know, in an Arctic expedition, and there's a creature stalking them. That was good. Season 2 we just finished last night, and it was called Infamy, and it started off with a bunch of Japanese people living in an American village in Southern California, and they were like right around a Navy base, and there's a bunch of American dudes, and, you know, with their Navy outfits, and I'm looking at the date, I'm like, I know where this is going. And George Takei is in it, and it's, you know, Lauren's like, wait, because two of the Japanese characters are sitting there. There's a calendar behind them, and it says like June 6th, 1944. I can't remember if it was the 6th or the 7th. And I'm like, yep. And then the alarm sounds, and then they go over the internment camps. And the whole point is there's this ghost that's kind of stalking the family, and there's some family lineage things with the ghost that's pretty interesting. It was okay. But at the end of it, there's a bit where George Takei is being served some food by one of the ladies. And he's like, did you cook this yourself? And she goes, yes, I did. And he goes, oh, my.
Oh my!
I think he's he's contractually obligated to get that into everything he does.
Okay, yeah.
And that's the thing. It was like seeing Ed Boon's cameo in Mortal Kombat 2. Like, you know, you and I are like, we're like, oh my god, you know. And that's sometimes, you know, even if it's just a little Easter egg, you know, giving the people what they want. So people walk out of the theater like, did you know that was Ed Boon? You didn't, loser, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Girl boss.
But yeah, real side note, we went and saw what do you call it? Obsession?
I am obsessed with it, and I want people to go see it with me again.
Yeah. Is it scary?
It's scary.
It's got its jump scares, but it's also got like the little creepy, unsettling bits.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that in a
dude.
But I was sitting next to Stephanie, and Stephanie's a movie reactor. I'm like, Jesus, you're scaring me more than the fucking movie.
Yeah.
One of my friends texted me. He was like, I really miss watching scary movies with you. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like the audience for it. Because at one part, my visceral reaction of just like screaming, and then I had to like catch my breath.
Was that the car scene?
Yes. Oh my god. I can't stop thinking about it. It's like,
Brian, you're not gonna watch it, bitch.
I probably won't. I am a bitch for that. Yeah, I'm too scared.
There are moments that
picture Brian's like 6'8", sitting in his bed, like
just too scared of these things. Like I love the sound effects.
Yeah. I was like, is somebody tapping a mic? Like
we are watching Widow's Bay though, which is very cool.
Yeah, it's not getting enough buzz. It's really
it's on Apple TV. It's good. It's creepy, but it's got some funny parts, some scary parts. You
gotta do. We're in the elevator, Brian. The elevator's going down. Go.
What do you mean?
Elevator pitch.
So this mayor is a mayor of a town off the coast of Nantucket, and like it's got a weird history, and most people think there's some fog coming in and there's zombies and some weird shit, but he doesn't believe it, and he's trying to prove that he wants to get more tourists to the island, but some locals are like, no, it's really bad.
Yeah.
That's
cool. It's a Silent Hill.
There's some vibes there, yeah. Also, John Carpenter's The Fog. Stephen Root's in it. He plays one of the local townies.
He's from Barry. Yeah, he's
from Barry is how you. That's the first thing that comes to mind when you think Stephen Root is Barry. I mean, I get it.
He's so good in Barry, but also the first thing.
So good Barry.
The first thing is Office Space. Yeah.
Office. Yeah, that's also my first.
Yeah, it's
actually stapler. To be fair, the first thing I did think of was True Blood.
Oh, was he in that?
Yeah, he's a vampire in that.
Stephen Root?
A vampire.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We used to watch that. I think we stopped. I think we kind of jumped on True Blood.
After like the good bits with Eric Northman, you can tune out.
Is that big hunky dude?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of hunky dudes, Stephanie.
Go on.
Briles.
You have one for me?
So we're all hanging out, and Briles is on her phone, and I didn't mean to. But I did look over the shoulder. Yeah, here we go. And
That's
I'm like,
Silas. He's hanging out.
Is that your AI boyfriend or something?
Yeah, I wish they were AI. He dressed himself today. This is
Oh, very good.
oh,
Yeah.
he's got good hair.
What
Yeah,
a
he
big
does have
boy.
good hair.
What
He
a
does
big
have-
boy.
Are
he's a big
pants so
boy.
high a fashion look now?
You can give him a palm.
Oh,
Give him a
nice.
palm.
You're an
Okay.
adult. You're an adult,
Are
Briles.
you? Did you just try and cup his? Oh, who's a good boy? Scratch his chin.
Nope.
Is he kissing or licking your? What the?
He bit your hand.
Hold on. For people if you're watching on YouTube, you'll get it. If not, this is super boring. But we'll do one more YouTube bit right now because Cliff have been talking about this for 3 days. It is this thing right here. If you're watching us on YouTube, what the hell is this? You sent this to me.
Oh my
It's
God.
a girl skydiving with the biggest pubes on
As your
earth.
lane.
Now watch what happens to the banner. Watch where does it go? Where does it go? Oh, did it lock up?
No, it froze. Like
Where'd
it's
it
right-
go?
No!
Her boobs ate the banner.
He saved it for later.
So how can somebody find it? It's called Azure Lane.
Yeah,
Your lane.
apparently it's like a mobile game where it's like the girls are like leading boats in a war or some shit. Like,
And my friend Andy's probably playing this.
Absolutely.
and that's that whole internet debate of like, like I was showing this to my brother. He's like, "Well, what's with the face? She looks really young." I'm like, "That, yeah, it's a whole.
It's kind of what they do. Yeah,
It's a whole gooner thing."
Yeah, I want to make my own Atomi game just so I can have like men with beards and guts. And
No,
hair
you want to see giant elephantitis nutsacks falling out of the sky, don't you?
Oh no! If you could, yeah, I was like, if you could just do that with them, with the boys.
And then you get the South Park where it's like those Mickey Mouse little balls. You'd like grab the top and just hop around with your big nutsack.
Yes.
It was Tanuki, the Miyazaki movie.
I didn't see it. Does that happen?
There's like one with raccoon. Well, the Japanese version of a raccoon, which is
Yeah, like Mario had the Tanuki suit, but how are you transitioning from elephantitis nutsacks to Miyazaki?
Y'all obviously have looked this up. Look up Miyazaki Tanuki movie, and they travel around on their gigantic beanbags.
Really? Sometimes Cliff, he's writing it down. He's literally like, I'm gonna look this up later.
You're locking it in. I can see it. You're like, I don't need to write it down.
Unbelievable. Let's change topics.
We have it in the theater.
We have some. I asked on our Instagram what are some people's favorite indies, and we got a bunch of responses.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna yell some off. And,
I hope Peak was number one.
Peak, you said Peak. No one else did. But you did. There's a couple of commons, a couple of like never heard of, but Balatro obviously knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that indie at this point.
Well, it was. I mean, when it came out, it definitely was. What Becomes of Edith Finch? We got Vampire Survivors.
Oh,
Cuphead. Yeah. Is Cuphead was Cuphead indie? I guess it was.
Indie. Cuphead was one of those indies that got lucky. Yes. Some of these, yeah.
And it was amazing. Hades, Untitled Goose Game. I didn't love I think
I'm wearing my my Super Giant Games from Pyre today.
I think Goose Game got a little repetitive pretty quickly. Like I get it. It was a fun idea, but after a while I was like, all right, that's all, whatever.
Wait, which Goose Game is this? Is this
the Untitled one? I can't say.
The one where the goose just grabbing knives and running
Untitled.
He's just being annoying. Yeah, you're just an annoying goose.
Yeah, I think
that was fun for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think it sparked another era of games.
Yeah, there's one game called Thank Goodness You're Here, which is one of the funniest games I've ever played.
Thank goodness you're here.
It's a British game. Matt Berry's in it, so it's like one of the top 5 funniest games I've ever played. And then you know what? And that's a cool thing about indies too, is that AAA's aren't funny necessarily. Like they're interesting and great, but if you want to get a funny game, then you got to go to indie. I think West of Loathing is one of the funniest. You ever play that? It's a stick figure RPG. It is one of the funniest.
If you could just hand me this list after
yes,
we're done.
West of Loathing is so funny. Thank goodness you're here. And I think it all starts, and Cliff, you'll probably agree, it really starts with like Monkey Island, like as far as being just fucking so goddamn funny, that game.
And
like
comedy's hard to do, as you know, but in games it's exponentially
really hard for Ryan.
I'm trying. Yeah,
dude, that wasn't negging you.
I know.
I was. Any opportunity.
I'm telling you, this is somebody myself who's bombed quite a bit.
Those old point and clicks like Space Quest, like the Sierra games, and Freddy Farkas Frontier Pharmacist, but also the LucasArts Maniac Mansion and
there's something funny about like those little pixelated characters with their mouths flapping and then the little text dialogue and their timing. Do you remember Monkey Island 2? I think had the spitting contest. We had to be like,
oh man,
fool, right?
I love that they've remastered those. If people who listen, if you have not played a Monkey Island game, please go play them. Use a guide because they're pretty hard. Like those point and clicks back then were, I don't know how they figured that. They're so hard, those things, but they're so fun. And the script and dialogue and story is usually absolutely hysterical. I love those games.
Well, Ron Gilbert came up with those games because he went and did Pirates of the Caribbean. And he was like, I wonder what it would be like to just get off this ride and live in this world. And
Guybrush Threepwood. Oh, and Sam and Max, the dog and the psychotic rabbit. They're hysterical. They're so fun. But those we also got Beat 'em and Eat 'em was submitted as a great indie game.
How did they know?
Mech Tech, you want to give Mech Tech a quick plug?
Mech Tech is one of the games that's created here in the Triangle. He moved here and then found Triangle Interactive Arts Collective, and then he just had a successful Kickstarter. Yeah, it's made if you like little MOBAs. It's like a deck builder MOBA couch co-op game.
And don't let MOBA fool you because I don't like MOBAs.
No, it's like
But this game is so fun and creative. It's great.
What's a version of a MOBA that I can say without the stigma of the word?
That's a good idea.
Kind of like Heroes of the Storm was like that. It was like actually fun. It was like not.
I never liked MOBAs that much.
Yeah, that's why I'm worried. But this game is not like at all. I wouldn't.
No, it's not. Yeah. More like an RTS.
Yeah,
you join a league match and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing? You should be jungling." You're like, "Jesus Christ, I'm sorry."
There are all these rules. Yeah.
Here are a few more. Oxenfree, love that one. And we got the usual Ori and the Blind Forest, Brage, the Shantae games, Bastion, Temtem, sledding game. There's a game called Cool Story Bro.
Cool Story Bro.
But yeah, so we got a lot of good suggestions from the
cool. No Nope Challenge. But no challenge is there.
Nope challenge. I tried the Nope challenge, and what I last 9 seconds.
3 seconds.
God, I was getting
what got you, Brian?
The fucking spiders attacking me.
Yep. Wait, so Stephanie, do you want to explain the Nope challenge?
Yeah, Nope challenge is like a psychological horror game, and it's like in virtual reality.
In VR, so it's for psychopaths.
And I am one of those, but I gave it to you. And it's like it'll challenge you to do things like pick up spiders and climb, and you're being like chased and you have to solve puzzles. But I put Brian in the one with the spiders. And that one it's always fun to watch people get scared.
I really think it was probably you had the foot. I was probably I didn't think I made past 30, 40
No, but it was fun to watch.
And I was just like, I'm like, no, I'm done.
Yeah.
I took it off. I'm like, I can't. I'm gonna.
Well, you're seated, right? And then like they all.
No, I wasn't. I was standing. That's why I was running around in a circle.
Dude,
get it off me, man!
The Five Nights at Freddy's and the Roblox kids love it. They love this game. They are in the reviews going like, "Oh, I have this idea for a challenge," and it's like, and apparently in Roblox they're doing amazing games with like actual like kill animations and like intro outro animations, and it's like, whoa, what is happening? I had no idea.
Ridiculous.
I had no idea.
I want Nope for Thanksgiving dinner.
You want Nope, just Nope at all, the concept? Like, please don't make me do it.
You're at Thanksgiving dinner and your racist uncle starts talking. You're like, nope.
Oh, yes. And just put him in the headset. Like, go fight some spiders, Grandpa.
Or you can just...
no, I was talking about Nope putting you at your Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
And then you have to sit there and the turkey's dry and then you're like, there's no fucking cranberry. I'm like, fuck this. I'm going to the beach. Nope.
That's what I was going to say. You put your headset on.
There is a breather space. You nope out. You're like, no, I can't do this. Brian didn't even. If you capped it like 3 times and then it'll be like, oh, I'll take you to this breather space. And it's like, oh, there's a island. And
did you guys ever do the walk one where it recreates that tethered walk between the World Trade Center towers, and you're supposed to walk from point A to point B across?
Is it
there's a climbing version.
There's the plank challenge. It's called like, is that one you're talking about?
It's similar to that.
Yeah,
because
okay.
the plank ones, there's a puppy at the end of the plank, I think, and you're supposed to like go out and rescue it or some shit.
Oh, jeez.
That's the one where they would like literally like the gimmick was that they would literally put a plank down. But no, ours is kind of it like plays on the limbic system. So you think you're high, but most of ours is like jungle gym type climbing. Situations.
I guess like the only VR game that's done really well besides Beat Saber these days is that
I Am Cat
right?
is really good. You're a cat.
I played that. I think they just released that Ninja Turtle VR
I was doing
game.
the VR Villa stuff.
I saw that, Brian.
But it's not for PSVR 2, which is what I have. I'm hoping they release it for PlayStation because I would love to be a Ninja Turtle finally.
A Ninja Turtle. Which one would you be? You'd be Leonardo?
Probably Donatello.
Donatello is the best one, obviously.
Thank you. He was my first figure, so I kind of have a slight lean towards him as my favorite because he was the first figure.
He's a nerd, and he's the color purple.
Yeah,
I like Raphael. Briles, did you see Brian's art exhibit behind his head?
I see. I do. I see it's the not lollipops, but
ice cream. Yeah, the melted turtle ice cream pops.
They're iconic.
Yeah.
Instead of like, do you like wish yourself luck every day and you just give them a lick, one each?
I put a little scratch and sniff on them, and that's why it's weird that I do lick them because it's scratch and sniff. But
yeah, but scratch and lick.
Scratch and lick.
It smells like sewer.
Let's want to do a couple of fan questions, Cliff, that we got. And
as long as they don't have fucking Gears related.
No, they're not. Okay. We could all sort of maybe answer this first, but someone said, "Is there a memorable moment before stand-up where you had a whole room laughing?" We could do this for any moment. Of course, I'm always making people crack up. You know what I'm saying? But one time in like third grade, I got detention. I had to stay after like 20 minutes because we were cutting out something, and we cutting out. It was for like Thanksgiving, and we were cutting out like turkeys, and the feather looked like cauliflower, and I said, "This looks like cauliflower." I just said it out loud, and the teacher's like, "You got detention," and people were laughing, but I'm like, "What the hell? What? I didn't mean."
Is that when you knew? Is that the start?
That was my origin story, right there. But it was the weirdest thing. But anyway, I used to.
We flash forward 30 years to Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, my family's still surprised that I've been doing stand-up for almost 22 years because I wasn't very talkative in the family and stuff, but. I've said more like with my friends and everything. I would be the funny one.
Well, that's kind of how Rogan started. You know, he like was at Taekwondo with his buddies, making him laugh. I'm not saying just because both of you are bald doesn't mean Rogan's like this tall.
I'm a foot and a half taller than Joe Rogan. I think.
You're like an acre taller than him. But yeah, for me it was I must have been like 5th or 6th grade, and the teacher was teaching about Roosevelt and walk softly and carry a big stick. And I just blurted out Roosevelt and his big stick.
Nice.
And the whole class thought it was funny because it was a thinly veiled dick joke. But it was I had a moment in group therapy today where like we do the whole go around the room and talk about like what's going on with you. And the host, the main therapist was like, "So do you just like test your stand-up in group therapy?" And I'm like, "I just talk about shit that's going on throughout my life." And I'm like, "Well, I guess I did kind of pay to be here, so it's kind of like having an audience that paid to see your comedy show, because when it's an open mic, they're not paying shit, and it's local stand-up comedians that don't like your stuff, and you can't tell which jokes land and which ones don't."
So you gotta do it in a group.
Already a bitter comic 3 weeks in.
I love that like my abstaining from drinking might actually make me funnier somehow.
Oh yeah.
Thoughts on the Black Eyed Peas, the food and the group. Briles, you want to take this one?
Oh, Fergalicious. Straight up. Great shoes. Very comfortable shoes. Any Fergalicious brand of shoes the heels. Yeah, they were the most fun to wear out partying. And then
I did not know that she made a shoe line.
They were great. Plus I'm a large human, so she actually made them in my size. The meal also delicious. Yeah. Probably 10 out of 10 on both.
Wow. I do not like the food. I thought Fergie was like gorgeous before she got a lot of like the Botox stuff done. Like early Fergie is like was really, but I have this thing. So I'm a big De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest fan. People don't know Black Eyed Peas' first album is very good. It's very.
But it had to have been right for them to get so good.
Right. Even their second one's pretty good. But the first album is very like that early '90s Tribe De La Soul style to it. And then they, you can say they sold out, but hey, Will.i.am saw an opportunity.
What is selling out? Other than like doing your job and making money, I don't
Right,
understand.
like they went because they were like really good rappers with great production and went to this kind of corny dance shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and they changed a lot, but and whatever. But their first 2 albums are actually really good.
I'm gonna go
I
back and
got a
listen to them.
feeling.
Yeah, their first song was Joints and Jams. Remember? You got the joint, I got the jam. Turn that shit up, play it again. That was their first single, and from their first album, it's really good. Anyway,
I will look that up after this.
Yeah.
I love how Fergie turned a song about eating her pussy into a shoe line. I'm not wrong. Come on, was Fergalicious about her ice cream line? No,
I didn't know it was about her puss.
Yep, it's about it's a big salty sarlacc pit.
Well, I mean, I guess like in the brain, right? When you've got that like foot thing, it's like it just the wires across just a teensy bit. So
yeah, it's Lauren's on wikifeet.com and she has 5 stars and she's like, bitch, I'm not even getting paid for this. I'm like, 5. She got them 5-star feet, millions of views.
Open up for Fansly.
But yeah, I actually met the Black Eyed Peas. There was like a G4 soiree and they were playing, and like my agent's like, let's go backstage. I'm like, okay. And I'm with my ex-girlfriend at the time, and we all got a photo together, and the whole band was all sweaty because it was really warm out. And Fergie looked like she was kind of a little melty, but they were nice. And that was at the party. Wilmer Valderrama was there because he like at every like LA party, just like macking on girls. I'm like, what the hell's he been up to lately? I don't know.
Macking on girls, I guess.
Did he call himself Will I Am Valderrama back then?
Yeah, I know, right? It would have been consistent with.
Do we call him Will You Are?
Will You Are?
But yeah, the Black Eyed Peas, the food, not bad. It's soul food.
Soul food, yeah.
Yeah, so like collard greens, like
vinegar.
Briles, did I ever tell you that last time I was in Asheville, we went to visit Damon's mom, and she's like, oh, Emma, she's so sweet. Yeah, she's like, I'm just gonna make a little food. I roll up, and she has like 4 trays of like, those metal ones, right?
Yes.
There's like this fried chicken, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, and collard greens. And I never liked collard greens, but those collard greens are fucking awesome. I was also
that means you haven't had it prepared right.
Yeah, exactly. But so much of that soul food comes out of like what was available to eat,
or probably what grew in the seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Last question: do you have a pregame ritual before doing a stand-up set? I assume that was for me. And not really. I usually I look over my notes a couple times. I have no rituals. I don't do any like jumping jacks or meditation.
We just talked about you licking the posters.
I just kind of go out there and just fucking kill it. You know what I mean? But
I've never seen you on stage I don't think I've seen you on stage with a notebook before, though.
I have a little pad. Sometimes I'll put it on the stool if I need it. If I'm doing a longer set, just want to make sure I do the order, make sure I don't forget anything new or something. I don't do like a whole notebook type thing. But yeah,
my favorite thing is when they play to the pad and they try something and then they do the whole like, okay, that didn't work.
Yeah.
How long do you practice your sets? How do you just come to you at this point?
Yeah, at this point, I can like I'm gonna go do a spot tonight at this place and just try new stuff out. I don't know. I practice a joke a bunch of times. And eventually I will get mad if it's not working. If I'm like, I know this is a good joke. Why the fuck isn't this working? But the audience tells you the truth. And that's when you keep tweaking it or go back, or you just fucking say, all right, forget it. This isn't going to work. And I've gotten rid of so many good premises that I thought were jokes that just never work. I'm like, I can't get this to work the right way.
And my question though, man, is have you tweaked the Mario joke?
A little bit, and it's been working. So I gotta keep doing it.
How do you know when to let it go?
How do you know when it's like after like 15, 20 times of being told no, I'm like, all right, I guess it's not going to happen.
But there's so many variables, dude. Like,
there are. That's why I tried a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I don't do if it's a one and done. If it's like really bad, I'm like, all right, I just tried it. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. But if I believe in it, like this Mario joke, I'll keep doing it until I can figure out exactly the right way to. It could be just a word, it could be switching the order. It could be this, could be that. You never know. That's why you got to give it a bunch of attempts before you get rid of something. I think.
Yeah,
it's not that different from game development.
I bet. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Like anything.
Testing. You got to test it out.
Yeah.
Exactly. Same thing with food and all that stuff.
Yeah. What else should we have? Random topics. You want to get into that?
Oh yeah.
We got a few minutes.
We do. Let's see. Steph, favorite game ever. What's your desert island game?
My desert island game. Oh my gosh. Do I
Don't
have Wi-Fi?
don't say like Hatoful Boyfriend or something like.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do I, okay.
don't say phone boyfriend too.
It's honestly probably. Am I stranded by myself or with friends?
Good one. You're by yourself.
I would probably be Final Fantasy VIII.
Okay, now you have friends. Now which one is it?
Peak.
Okay.
Oh, or Halo 2.
Interesting. Nice. Okay. We got let's see. Hold on.
Has anybody ever made a good stranded on a desert island game? Like a really like the Tom Hanks movie?
There's
right?
gotta
like
be
Castaway. Like, you know, you got to forge.
Send help.
Don't Starve.
Well, that ended well.
Send help ended well. Yeah. That was a good one.
There's a game called Don't Starve. It's not like a.
Oh yeah, that's kind of like a Survivor.
Yeah, there's got to be tons of things like that.
I'm talking first person, desert island. Like, you know, you got to spearfish. You got to eventually build your Kon-Tiki. Yeah, Raft's a little bit like that.
It's like Waterworld Survivor. Like,
but you could have like the whole like 4 people on the island, and you could betray other people. Like, I'm surprised if there's got to be one out there like that.
Yeah.
Let us know in the chat and comments, guys.
Steph, pick someone who's never played an indie game before. Pick one indie game. What would you suggest to them if they're just like, "What's an indie game?" You'd say, "Take this and play it." What would you? Do you have a good suggestion?
Gosh, right now I want more people to play Outer Wilds because it's just such an experience. But if you don't like locking in for hours of time without anything happening, then I suggest. Gosh, I hate that I'm going to say Peak because Peak is taken up like everything.
That's okay.
It would be. I really want everyone I know to play Peak with me at least.
What do you play Peak on? PC.
PC.
I have the ROG Ally handheld. Can I play it on that? I have Steam.
You have Steam? Then yes, you can. It's
okay.
like $8.
All right, let's play it maybe.
Yeah, I would love to. We should stream it. It should be something that is recorded, unless you don't want that. But it's very fun.
I don't care. Yeah.
Brian's a little shy. He doesn't like being on stage or in front.
Totally. I think I would tell someone to play Grease. I think
Grease?
it's GRIS. People say Gris.
I
say
Grease. Gris. That's
I have that downloaded.
Grease is also very good. Yeah.
I think it's just one of the most perfect, beautiful indie games ever.
Yeah,
Grease.
I think Transistor is too.
This is hard. It's hard, but it's cool.
I think the thumbnails I saw of Gris look like a waifu simulator.
Oh
no,
it was kind of like.
Did I have the wrong one?
Yeah, I think you may have the wrong one because this should have reminded you of like beautiful watercolor.
Yes.
Kind of.
That's actually really cool looking.
It's awesome.
Wow!
Beautiful.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful game.
Yeah,
I take that back.
I'm pretty sure that might be what you were playing at the time when we met, and then I played it shortly after.
Me?
Brian.
I played it years ago. I probably mentioned it. I tell a lot of people that's my favorite game, favorite indie. So
probably because we were talking about indies. We worked about the indie stuff.
Yeah.
It's like that soothing indie style. Like, is this gonna lower my blood pressure or raise it?
It's like 5 hours. Probably you can bang it out, and it's just there's no dialogue. It's just like you have to figure everything. You have to figure out what's going on, and you will. Or if you don't, it doesn't matter because it's still an experience and it's beautiful. And
I like games that aren't holding your hand. That looks really, really.
That's Outer Wilds. Yeah, it does not. I'm stuck at like right before beating it, and just like I just need time to dedicate to it.
I gave up on Outer Wilds because it was too difficult. I want to go back. I will go back. It's on my need to go back to one day.
I'm here for you when you go back to it. Okay. I will. My friends have been giving me hints that are like nothing about the game, but are just enough to take me in the right direction.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this indie festival thing.
Oh yes, I am too. I'm doing so many. Like all the conferences here in Raleigh, Future Fest, Serious Play, the North Carolina Museum of Art, they're doing a game dev exhibit or experience for the first time. They have like reached out to TIAC and they're like, can you give us indies? And so I've been organizing like all these indies trying to get everyone. And then also Jeff was like, you want to do the Game and Geek indies? And I was like, hand them over. Hand them over. I'm already doing the other
That's
stuff.
Good though. Your cup runneth over. Just, I mean, you have our numbers, we'd love to pop in and check some stuff out and be nice.
Yeah, they'd love to see it. They'd love to see it.
I'm already a big deal when I show up at these events. People love me.
You are.
Yeah, because you're head and shoulders above the crowd.
Oh, sorry. Is that it?
Like,
Who's that?
that? Oh, what is
They're
that?
like, Kushida!
Yeah.
Brian, all jokes aside, you know your shit. So.
Oh yeah,
very,
Brian, you've been so supportive of us,
I love
and
it.
we want to be supportive of you.
Hell yeah, it's a very synergistic relationship. I love the indie scene. I think they're great. I mean, it's hard as shit what they're doing, and it's really cool. I think to me.
Yeah,
So
I'm trying.
I wish I could do it, but yeah.
Oh, you can. We'll get you in a game jam one time.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do like a funny comedy themed game jam.
Great. Hell yeah.
But like, yeah, I just if I can like give a shout out to
Yes.
I am doing also on top of everything. I've started doing social media work, and I started with 2 companies I'm really excited about. One is Carolina Kitty Con. They're a literal cat convention, and it's happening in June 20th, 21st. And then there's another company
Don't invite me to that.
You don't have to go because you'll leave with Lauren will come home with a kitten. Cliff, you're so invited to Carolina Kitty Con. I'm extending a personal invitation. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. But another one is this. Versus is
yes, tell us about this.
Oh yeah. This was really
I've
cool.
seen the videos you and Madison have been posting, so tell us about this.
Madison got me in touch with these people because they were like, yeah, we need somebody who like knows the social media landscape and knows our brand and our voice, and we want to do this. Like, what's the game? It depends if I have like a team, because I don't have time to make content, but I have time to post it. And I got in touch with them, and his name is Carlos. It's Carlos and Michael, and he was like, oh yeah, Madison like gave you a number and you seem like a perfect fit. And he's like, we used to do this video production company. Now we do this game. It's a card game where you have to read lyrics on a card to somebody and they have to try and guess the song without music. And it's hard. It's so hard. No one guesses it. But he was like, yeah, here's what we used to do. And he sent me this video from 13 years ago that he took at Epic Games, and I was like, dude, I'm in this video. And he was like,
here.
What? And I was like, yes. And he's like, screen grab it. And I was like, here I am. I was like, I can't believe this. This is like the universe speaking to us.
That's crazy.
And then I got on Discord, and another friend, the first game dev I ever met, Keith Gadara, he was part of he was Red Storm, Ride or Die for so long, and now it's just gone. He's at the Mighty Rabbit group now. But anyway, he had sent me out of the blue a GIF of my face from that video, and I was like, is this unprompted? What the hell is happening? So I tell Carlos, and I'm like, you're not gonna believe this, and it was just super cool. So anyway, yeah, I'm excited to hang out with them. They have puppets. They are like, they want their social media feed to be like MTV and VH1, and we get to have so much fun with it. Anyway, I'm really excited about that.
Get them a booth at a Gaming Geek.
I'm gonna. I want them to come interview people. I want them to use the puppets to interview people and ask them the questions.
So it's basically because I've seen Madison do these clips where she's like the marketing manager or something. She's great.
The event planner. Yeah, she's got her hands in like everything too.
She'll just like read lyrics to something. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Snoop Dogg and Dre at your door. It's like just like a random lyric, and it's like when you hear when it's just read to you with no emotion or music, it is hard to find out like what's. Wait, I know this. I know that. What is it? But it's a pretty funny idea.
My suggestion was to read it like an iambic pentameter or like 407 booties.
Oh yeah, that'd be funny. Yeah,
just to make it extra hard.
Yes.
My wet ass pussy, wet ass pussy.
What art thou going to do with all that junk inside thy trunk?
I saw a Shrek one today that was just like, hey, now you're an all-star. Hey, now you're an all, and just repeat over and over and over. It never got past the lyrics.
I want to see Tom's Diner, because I did that at karaoke and realized how dumb of a song it is. It's like 3 minutes of you gotta test it out. Yeah, go to 10.
It went viral. The guy who did karaoke, but he just did tequila.
That guy was amazing.
So
he actually went on America's Got Talent
with that.
Yeah, and he stood there and he deadpanned it like dead on. He's just like, and the host loved it.
Yeah, shit like that. It's funny once, but like it makes you annoyed that they're on America's Got Talent. Like that's not a Vegas show. What are we doing, people?
Are you just upset that you didn't think about it?
A little.
It's from the people who brought you Hokta.
Right? Yeah.
Little Huck Tui.
It's ridiculous. So Steph, where so people can you have a lot going on.
I have a lot
Triangle
going on.
triangleinteractivearts.org is the TIAC indie game scene here in Raleigh.
You can find out about us, our co-working space, our game jams, our playtest nights, our outings. Even if you just want to come hang out Thursday nights, we have a physical office space at the Frontier 800 building, and just hit us up.
Yeah, but you have to actually wear this outfit if you. You have to jump out of a plane and shake your boobs.
Like the helicopter gif, the helicopter game I sent you the other day. Yes. I couldn't believe that crossed my feed. Oh, yes, I can. But, but imagine you just turned around and something else was a helicopter.
And then I think I've seen that animated gif.
People can follow you at Briledozer, 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 on Instagram and all that on everything pretty much. Right,
everything. Yeah.
And you are doing amazing stuff for the indie scene, which is so cool. So. I feel like I played some games that were just so much fun at the Oak City, and I think
so good.
I feel like Mech Tech is a game where it's like this could have been made anywhere, and it's going to succeed. It's such a if it catches on, if lightning strikes, and like because it should. I hope it does. Like if people find out about it, and if it gets a push by the right person or whatever it is. Hopefully it takes because Sam
he's really good at social media. Yeah, good. Sam makes games.
The nicest guy. He's awesome.
So nice. They're all and he did the best video for Oak City Indie Games last year.
Yeah.
And then the person who made Drift Boom Boom, Tim, that's Team KDG. He's like sitting right next to me here in the office, just like there's like devs here all the time.
That's awesome.
But, and he's doing like Oak City Indie TV stuff. There are people here who just like do such creative work.
I love it. People reach out if you have any indie questions and follow Briles and all the TX stuff. Does TX has a Instagram as well, right?
Yeah, it's like either TriArts or you can look up Triangle Interactive Arts.
Yeah. And Oak City Indie Fest.
Yeah, Oak City Indie on everything.
Yeah, so check that out too. That's October. If you're in the Raleigh area, please come. It's cool
I wish I could shout out every single game that was there. We do have Steam lists. We have a Steam list and an itch list of like everybody that was there. So I
bought a couple games. The one I played a lot was Watchword.
Yes,
I played that so much. It's like Balatro, but with like Wordle and mixed together, and or Scrabble.
There's someone here making another word game like that. Kind of, it's called Jibber Pop.
Yes, I actually saw you post that the other day, or someone did.
Yeah.
But I love stuff like that. I was very addicted to Watchword for a good couple of 2 months after I was still playing.
That's awesome. They had candy at theirs. Everyone had the most creative things at their booths, and they had little bags of gummies that were just words, little letters.
Love it.
Hi, Dad.
Cliff, any Cliff's hangers for us this week that you want to leave?
Hangers.
That you want to leave people with that we talk about next week?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how let down we all will be by the series finale of The Boys tonight.
Oh, I watched it earlier. By the way, I won't.
We're seeing a trend where Game of Thrones final season. It's that meme where they show the horse being drawn, right?
Yeah.
And then Stranger Things.
It gets the line.
Because the creators are just fucking wrap it up, right?
Well, with Stranger Things, they fired or divorced their writer.
Funny how that works. It should have. Yeah, there's so much. Like Stranger Things should have ended where they were shotgunning Vecna, and the cop was beheading the whole Last of Us looking creature and shit like that. But yeah, and same thing with Thrones should have just ended sooner. But the Boys should have ended when all three of them were beating down Homelander. And but I'm gonna wait till tonight and to hopefully not drown in disappointment. So we'll be right back at you.
Yeah, let me know what you think. I enjoyed it. I'll say that. That's all I'll say.
Okay, I trust your taste. So
bad, then. Yeah. Oh, I guess.
Oh. Are you doubting Brian's taste?
Come on.
Any chance to nag? Any opportunity?
You know what? I'm gonna end this show right now because of that. This is.
Gotta keep him in his place. And meantime, I have to go back and defeat number 8.
Very excited to be
spoiler, I met that girl in Pragmata, and I'm like, with the cat, the whole 9 yards. She ain't up to no good.
I have to get it. I still have to get it. Yeah, I'm gonna get it soon.
It's really
so many things. I have to. And Sony just announced like a new state of play in like 2 weeks where they're gonna show a lot of Wolverine footage. I can't wait for that. So I'm excited for Wolverine.
It's the best of times. It's the worst of times.
Yeah. Everybody, thank you for listening. Follow us, by the way, at Crunch Time with Brian and Cliff. Follow Cliff at Dude Huge Tank on Instagram. I am at Laugh at Brian. Follow the show. Tell people about it on all your podcast apps. Share it with everybody. What is that? A Bulbasaur? I don't know what these fucking things are.
What?
I don't know. Is that a Labubu?
No, it's not. It's not Snorlax. It's I know that one.
Is that Fergie? What is? Well, look at that. You have so
Tetsuo holding another Tetsuo.
Tetsuoception.
All right, everybody. Thank you all for listening and watching, or whatever you did, and we will talk to you all next week. Everybody, bye-bye.
Bye.
Hold on. Don't leave.